On a 40-degree afternoon in New York City on the day after Thanksgiving, we welcome you to the world's most famous arena, Madison Square Garden, for a battle of two ranked teams. The number 13 Illinois Fighting Illini and the number 5 UConn Huskies. Good afternoon, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. Kenny Albert along with NBA champion, NBA All-Star Steve Smith. Steve, great to be with you. Hope everybody had a great Thanksgiving. The Huskies here at their home away from home, Madison Square Garden. They come in with a record of 5-1, and they get back their leading scorer, Tarris Reed, who missed each of the last 2 games. And I know you've been very impressed with Silas Demery Jr.
I have. Silas has done a nice job of balance and poise at that point guard position.
Huskies won that game 77-52 in Boston. Knicks in action tonight, NBA Cup, so the blue floor for the Huskies and the Fighting Illini. UConn controls the opening tip. This is solo ball, defended by Boswell.
You watch offensively, UConn runs a lot of different screens, a lot of flares and cuts, and a beautiful start for solo ball.
He's averaging a double-double. 15 points, 10 rebounds per game. From downtown, Caravan.
He can score without it, off the dribble. One of their toughest rebounders at his size.
He was a player of the year in Kansas last season. Off to a terrific start with the Fighting Illini, who are pulled to within one. It's Stewart. Spins inside, backs it in.
That's a nice move by Jalen Stewart. Allen Boswell, 6'2", uses his size and strength. Great angle. There to score that one.
Demery knocks down a 3. 2-point UConn lead. They play 5 minutes from Madison Square Garden. Screen set by Reed for Demery, who lays it in.
They get 2 feet in the paint, a beautiful spray out to Andre to knock down that 3.
1-point lead for the Huskies. Here's Demery, picked up the dribble. Solo ball, takes it inside and gets the roll. Zvonimir Ivicic has checked in for the first time for the Fighting Illini. Here's Ball.
Offensive player Petrovic.
Andrei Stojakovic back in the game for the Fighting Illini, who trail by 7. Here's Malachi Smith. He started 77 games, Steve, for Dayton. Ball hits and is fouled. Ryba, leading scorer for the Huskies in each of their last 2 games. Malachi Smith from downtown.
Also to add, they have not practiced. They've had a lot of injuries. That doesn't help.
Here's Demery.
Beautiful play by Petrovic. That would have been a hockey assist, but it all started because of Petrovic in the paint again.
On the fade, it's Ball, and he gets the roll. 13 points for solo Ball. Against the 13th ranked Fighting Illini. Stewart from 3. Eric Ryba has checked back in for the Huskies. They have an 8-point advantage. 4.5 on the clock, first half. Here's Caravan from 3. 7-second differential, shot clock, game clock. Now 7 on the shot clock. Smith dishing off, and the finish by Karuma.
See a conscious effort to get Tarris Reed Jr. the basketball. Not a good angle from Malachi Smith to get it to him.
How much of an effect do you feel Reed had in the first half as Ball lays it in and will head to the line?
A couple open looks they would definitely love to have back. A few fall, it's a different ball game.
Smith inside, Caravan puts it in. And 11 straight overall from behind the arc.
Need to hit a couple of those. If you don't hit these shots, this end puts a lot of pressure on you to get stops.
Here's Caravan, banks it in. Malachi Smith guarded by Brandon Lee. Caravan with the pass underneath, and Ryba lays it in.
What a luxury for Coach Hurley. Silas Demery's been out, but Malachi Smith has done a nice job.
Riva on the follow.
They have two good centers. One's a freshman, one's a senior.
Davis Hitch finds a cutting. Boswell and Caravan makes the outstanding defensive play. From three, Jaden Ross. Here's Malachi Smith from three. So Smith answers at the other end.
And did not have an advantage. And he's setting up the offense in a half court.
Here's Mullins. Here's Smith looking for some room. Riva on the fade, gets the roll.
That would have been huge, Kenny, if he could have knocked that one down. Another stop for them. Yeah, they got to put stops together.
Riva spinning inside, lays it in. Five on the shot clock as Caravan drives. Battle for the rebound. Riva comes away with it, so a new 20. And now Smith. Oh, it's good! Draws the foul. It's a three. Foul by Davis. Malachi Smith with a flail. Looked to draw the foul. Banked it in. Down to a minute 40. 11-point lead for the Huskies following that huge 4-point play.
It was.
Here's Caravan spinning into the paint, dishing off, and the finish by Ross. Coaches come together, shake hands at half court as time winds down. UConn 74-61 over the Fighting Illini.